We're back on the Jeep, and today I only have one day that I can work on it, so I'm going to tackle the air intake system and filtration system. I only have one thing, actually two things that I truly want out of this air intake system. The first one is this right here. This, I don't know if you can see it. See that? That's a mass airflow system. That reads how much air is coming into the engine. Tells the computer you got this much air, you need this much fuel. Basically, what that does. Have to have this, and no air can be coming in on the back side of it. All the air has to run through it to read right. That's a must right there. Now, the second thing I want is filtration. Make sure no dust or trash gets in my engine, and well, this will be the third thing. And I want outside cold air intake. All new vehicles, pretty much, I'd almost guarantee, have outside cold air intake. That means the air coming into your engine is not coming from underneath the hood where the engine's creating a lot of heat. It's coming from the outside. It's more oxidized. Now, oxidized air, I have AI Googled it. It gives you increased horsepower and torque, which is what I want. More responsive acceleration, I want that too. Enhanced engine sound, I'll take it. And improved fuel economy, I want that too. So it's got 3 to 4 good factors there. Everything is good about it, nothing negative about it. So I'm going to get me some outside cold intake air. And I got a pretty idea where I'm going to put it. It's going to be cool as shit. I think you're going to like it. Let me move the camera a little closer and I'll show you. My headlight goes right here. The headlight sets in there, hopefully not far enough to hit my radiator. I don't believe it is because that's where the factory radiator was. But anyhow, I have a spot right in here that goes right to the inside. I got me this narrow air filter. Can you see that? It's going to mount right up in there, right behind the headlight. Whenever I'm going down the road, the air will come through here, come through there, and hit that filter. It'll suck it right in. Only thing, not 100%, 1000% satisfied about, that's a pretty short air filter. I hope it don't restrict the airflow. Airflow restriction and exhaust restriction is a 2 killer of horsepower. So my first mission is to it's going to come out right here. I have 2 of these intake pipes, same Toyota. I'm going to take this one here, cut this flex off, take this one here with my elbow I need, cut it right in here somewhere, and hopefully I can slide it and boot it together. And it's going to turn right there. Then I got to get me a piece of pipe or something to go from here to here where that hooks up. And bam, bam, bam. Only thing I need to do is cut a hole somehow and mount my mass airflow sensor somewhere in this pipe, probably about right here. But I think the first thing to do is get my hole cut where I need it and getting this sitting where it has to be, because it'll only go in one spot. This pipe I can tinker with. That's my hole. It took me about an hour to get it right how I wanted it, but it is cut out. And look at here. Slide it in right there. Slide it in right there. And watch this. That's where she's going to sit. Air flows through right into my air intake. Now, I was worried about my headlight fitting. I could always trim some of this back off, but look. See if I can get it turned right the first time. Okay. It only goes in one way. There's my headlight in the hole. Can you see? It is actually touching the edge of that filter. So that filter can't fall out this way. Basically, that headlight's gonna hold it in the hole. I'm gonna have it clamped in the back, but she ain't going nowhere. That worked out a little too perfect. So now I need to work on getting the air from my filter to my plenum. I got a couple of ideas. Hopefully it goes as well as the air filter. Now I got to cut this off. I'm going to cut as close as I can to that edge there. I can always trim it back on to get the most I can get out of it. Cut it, but then it melted it back together. Heat slid right on there. Gotta get my clamp back on it. I just gotta get my clamp back on it, and I may glue it too. I don't know. It's right on that edge. It may grab and hold. My fancy camera with my microphone, there's no more storage space in it, so I'm going strictly cell phone. But look, this is a piece that runs over to my air filter, right? This is the part I cut off. The rubber flex thing. Now, the reason you got this rubber flex thing is because one part is connected to your motor, the other part is connected to the body. When the motor moves, it needs this. It needs this to, basically flex with it to keep it from breaking any. It's all plastic, keep from breaking the plastic. So I need that, and here's a good thing. I mean, everything's working out nice. This thing here go over the top of that. Hold on. Tight. And I can basically trim it back to where I need it to get my distance between here and the filter. So once I get it right where I want it, I'll probably take some black silicone. It's on there tight, but probably take some black silicone and just run right around this edge to keep it from sucking any air around there. That'll give me my flex I need when I goose it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sound's gonna make. Let me monkey with it a little bit and get back with you. All right, let's take a look at it. Where it enters plenum, comes around. There's a factory little thing where the vent pipe for the motor hooks up to, comes around, goes to the flex thing so it can move a little bit when the motor gooses, and it sucks air in through there. Pretty cool, huh? I think it is. I think it's pretty cool. I don't know. Put it in the comments, or don't. Nobody ever comments. Now all I gotta do, the last thing, is mount my mass airflow sensor. I have trimmed the little piece that holds a mass airflow sensor in, and I put an arrow on it so I know the arrow goes to the front. I think I have to recheck it. I think the arrow goes to the front. I had to recheck it. Shit, I should. Oh, it goes just like that, because I can see, if you can see my little mark, this thing has that little thing where it only goes, the mass airflow sensor only go one way. And there's my little mark. So I marked it off, I cleaned it off, I ground it, I trimmed this up. That is gonna go, I'm gonna drill my hole and glue that on just like that. It actually was on the top of the other one, but I called a professional and he said it don't matter. I didn't think it did, but I called a professional anyhow. As long as the air flows across it, you're good. I'm gonna put it there so my wires will reach. I won't have to extend this, because right there it was going to be really tight. Right here I got some slack. All right, got this good and ground. I put my little mark where I know exactly where it goes, the arrow exactly aiming to the front. Got this plastic repair, been using it forever. Everything now in cars is made out of plastic. Got to have some of this. But it has 3 minutes work time. In other words, you better have it where you want it in a done deal in roughly 3 minutes. Now, the first little bit that comes out of here is not going to be mixed good, so I always shoot the first little wad onto something I'm going to throw away, and then I'll know after that it's mixed. I think that's a done deal. Gonna set it somewhere and don't let it move for a little bit. She's on there. I'm gonna walk you around, show you what I've done, what I like about it, and then a couple things I don't like about it that I may have to go back and tweak it a little more. It's hooked up to the intake, coming across. I wanted to keep all this, so all this would connect just like it did from the factory. I got it coming through. A mass airflow sensor mounted on. The plug reaches it. That's not the actual one. The actual one's over there. I'm gonna swap it out. I would just use this one to test fit. I got my flex pipe, and it comes around, and I got my air filter mounted in the hole. It seems perfect, don't it? But there's one thing that might bite me in the butt. This hose clamp here is barely grabbing on back there. I only had like that much, just enough. Probably the hose clamp reaches the edge. I slid it up as far as I could. I hope it don't yank out of the hole when I goose it. I've got this flex here to help when I goose it, but I don't think that's enough flex. I had to cut a lot off because I only had that much space. I think I'm gonna have to trim this back, maybe, and run that flex on back in there, even though this has a lip on it that holds that good and tight against it. I hate to cut that lip off, but I'm gonna leave it like that for now and just see what happens. It has a little wiggle room. I don't know how much this motor's gonna jump around. May not jump hardly any at all, may jump a lot, but that's something I got my eye on. You know, once I get it, well, I can run it up and down the road. I'll come out here and walk around it and look at all this stuff I have MacGyved and see if it's all how it's gonna be, or I'm gonna have to correct it. No sense in correcting a lot of stuff that may not even be an issue. So I'm gonna call that intake a done deal. It worked out exactly how I wanted it to. I'm surprised. Usually I have to go back and refigure, rethink, go a whole different direction, but I like that, man. That's right in the front. The air blows in the grill, and it's gonna go over there and it's just gonna suck it right through that filter. The headlight fits in it perfect. The headlight actually helps hold that filter in place. It goes right up against it. I probably had to put a little piece of tape or rubber on the back so it don't cut into that chrome piece, but we are good. Thanks for watching. Come back and see me. Next time, I'm not for sure what the hell I'll be doing. There is just a list of things to do. I'm just mainly still working on the running and driving aspect. She runs and drives. I'm just tweaking out everything that has to do with running and driving before I get into the body, and the floor pan, the lights, and the tires rubbing, everything like that. It just goes on and on. Come back and see me. Thanks for watching.